Hello YouTube, it's Dr. Chimera here with yet another chaotic disaster. This is one I've really been looking forward to for the day I've been aware of its existence. Piwang, which most likely is actually Piwang, but we are living in a day and age where a retro 8-bit arcade game about a penis that is a detective, or possibly a detective that investigates penis-related crimes, wouldn't be the most ridiculous thing that happened this week, so who knows? In terms of predictions about what it's actually about, all I can imagine is like Dick Tracy without the Tracy. So let's jump in and find out what's the deal with Piwang. Fart? What? This is somehow weirder than my theory about it being about a penis detective. Okay, so the way it works, as far as I can tell, is the bottom button is an ordinary jump. And the top button is a fart, which launches you into the stratosphere. Okay, I've got a bubble now. I don't know if this protects me from damage or... Oh. Woo. I think I picked up another fart from somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Okay, bamboo gives you farts. So you can use a fart when you're in midair. But obviously you can't use a jump. Oop, there I go! I'm deeply confused. So there's stages, definitely, okay. So my first impulse, whenever I play these games, I've noticed, is always to try the top button first, which kind of makes sense, right? But it usually ends up being the bottom... I just wanted to test to see if the bubble did anything. It usually ends up being the bottom button, which is actually more useful, or needs to be used more commonly at least. Oh, it's one of those bubble blowing ones. It kind of looks like a bug catching net. Ooh, the rocket dumps you real quick. And so it turns out getting green bamboo does not get you anything, but gold bamboo does. Gold bamboo makes you fart. And if there's a company out there called Gold Bamboo, I am available for sponsorship. How long are these stages? No, for once my curse worked in my favour. Will stage 2 look any different? No. Funnily enough, I've predicted with each of the games with stages whether or not they'll look any different. And so far this has been the only one that hasn't. This is a bit dangerous. I'm having to survive on farts alone. Whoa, we're halfway there. Or living on a fart. Okay. Maybe this panda is on its way to investigate some penises. Are pandas known for their flatulence? I don't think they are. This level is quite tricky because it's got so many tiny little platforms that the second you You slip up on one, you're going straight to hell. I love the look of really aggressive determination on Detective Panda Dick's face. I'm not entirely sure what the bubble does. It's not protective. It doesn't seem to speed you up. I think it maybe makes your jumps last longer? But then it just vanishes on its own prerogative. The ledges are really quite forgiving. You see there, it just looked like I was just going to dunk straight into the hole. But, no. There's no indication when you're at the end of the stage, apart from the fact that the stage ends. There's no sort of build-up. I do have to pay attention. The direction buttons don't seem to do anything. So it is sort of your basic endless runner, except I really hope it's not endless. I really can't work out how to do this one without farting a huge amount. But hey, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Really lucked out there, I was out of farts. I'm genuinely quite speechless about this game. I really was not expecting there to be any fart-based, like, scatological games in this sort of collection. It just doesn't seem like that's the vibe that this sort of thing goes for. Like, the sort of Action 42 NES rip-off vibe that I've gotten from everything else just doesn't go with this. Like, I'm gonna give this one more shot. See if I can get to stage 3. So far, everything that we've played doesn't feel like it would be out of place on an NES. I mean, even if one of them was on the NES. Even if graphically they are superior to the NES, they feel like they would be, appropriate for that era. Whereas this almost feels like something that would be, that you'd like fun on Newgrounds. Like the concept, someone just went, okay, it's gonna be in this runner, but your character is gonna fart. We'll make him a panda. The panda's like running, right? Pandas famously slow and inactive creatures. But hey, it's not like hedgehogs are known for their incredible velocity. Gotta go fat. Ugh. Egg roll, man. Ugh. Painful. I see, I'm now just enjoying the concept of an entire Sonic universe made up of Chinese knockoffs. You got your super fast panda, because of course panda is there. Symbol. And then various other party-approved animals. The evil Dr. Capitalism. You wouldn't even need to change the design of Eggman. Now, for completely unrelated reasons, I have done some research on how pandas are perceived in China. And basically, before... Ooh, there we go. Before they were kept in zoos in Washington, they were considered to be incredibly dangerous menaces, believed to eat iron because of the habit of tearing off doors. So there you go. So that was Piwang, which was almost exactly as ridiculous as I was expecting, even if it wasn't the type of ridiculous that I was expecting. So I did enjoy the concept of a flying, farting panda let loose all over the place. Gameplay-wise, very simple, overly challenging actually, just because even on stage 2 you needed those picture-perfect jumps down to the pixel, and they were just nearly impossible to do, because once you slipped up once and you had no control over your velocity, you would just be bouncing all over the place and you just sort of had to hope. Overall though, I'm going to be kind and give it a 6 out of 10 because it was playable. There wasn't really anything despicable about it. In terms of ridiculousness, well, you saw it. It was a flying, fighting panda. We're going 9 out of 10. And this is I think this is the first 9 out of 10 for ridiculousness, which is actually about the content and not the context. And in terms of name accuracy, there were no penises, private investigations. I was hoping for a hard-boiled penis that was out to stop crime. And I did not get that. I don't actually know if Piwang really means anything. So you know what? I'm going to stop recording and then I'm going to come back to you.
I woke up with a decatheter up my penis.
I'm back again, having completed my extensive mad science research into Piwang. I didn't research it beforehand because I really wanted to preserve the moment of absurdity when I hit the button. So Piwang, there are 2 results. There's a musical instrument, which is a 2-stringed fiddle from Bhutan. What that has to do with a farting panda running on a wall, I have no idea. I presume that was meant to be the Great Wall of China. I suspect that is the case. It seems fairly sensible as an assumption. The other option of relevance, when I tried to translate Piwang, the detected language was Polish. And when I attempted to translate Piwang from Polish into English, it turns out that Piwang translates to Piwang. And the actual meaning I could not find any hint of. So this is another one of those names that could mean anything, but unlike with Sekros, which was a deliberately chosen meaningless word, which they stole, I can't say that it was a made-up term. It seems that it is getting a 1 out of 10 for name accuracy, simply because the only actual item that I can find, because Piwang is a word, Piwang is a noun, and I can't find any relationship between that and a 2-string fiddle from Bhutan. So that's that from Piwang. Slight disappointment, but then again, I wasn't seriously expecting penis-based crime fighting. But next up is Racing Car, which will hopefully make up for it by having a very straightforward and simple name convention. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.